Time for tonight's rewrite. Who is this? Take your time. Shut up and pass the bacon. Is that someone's catchphrase on a sitcom? Give up? It's a tough one. It's a caricature of a famous person, a very famous person. It's someone you all know. But she doesn't look like this at all, except that she is a woman and she is African American. Take a good long last look at this picture because I'm not going to show it again. That is the most famous African American woman in the world and the most admired, Michelle Obama, as seen through the hateful vision of comic book artist Baton Lash, who created this caricature for a right-wing website. I'm not going to tell you the name of the website because I don't want to drive traffic to it, and I'm not going to post the cartoon on our website because I don't want to get traffic because of it. And I'm not going to show you the rest of the cartoon because it is a racist obscenity. Another part of the cartoon shows Mrs. Obama and her husband sitting down to what Baton Lash imagines is a typical White House dinner. The president is depicted in a half-man, half-animal form with ears that don't exist in the Homo sapien species. To call the dialogue juvenile is a slur against the American teenager, most of whom are much smarter and better writers than James Hudnall, whose idea of a clever political joke is to have Michelle Obama say to Barack Obama, "I've stepped up my efforts to control America's eating habits by telling restaurants to lower portion sizes and fat content." And then have Barack Obama reply, "Michelle, I want to get reelected. What you're doing is only going to annoy a lot of people." And while Michelle Obama is talking about America's bad eating habits, she is in the process of devouring 10 hamburgers, with fries, of course. "Shut up and pass the bacon" is Hudnall's brilliant punchline in reply to the president's remark, "You're going to annoy people." In response to the accusation that the cartoon is racist, Hudnall said this today: "There is nothing racist about the cartoon. Baton Lash merely drew the first couple in caricature, which is what political cartoonists do." But political cartoonists try to create caricatures that actually look like the real people. In fact, that's the whole point of a political cartoon. It won't work if it doesn't look like the real person. And long ago, American cartoonists stopped giving people animalistic features. They used to do it a lot. You can see their work on Ellis Island today in an exhibit that shows the hateful imagery of immigrants that cartoonists regularly churned out 100 years ago. Art that was intended to and succeeded in making people like the Irish look like dangerous animals. Baton Lash and James Hudnall are now gleefully working in that vile tradition. No matter what condemnation they face here and elsewhere, they will always be able to find a right-wing website that is eager to depict black people as animals. And they will always be able to find right-wingers who think they have found the true essence of Michelle Obama by depicting her as angrily barking at the White House dinner table, "Shut up and pass the bacon." They will be championed by Obama haters as the men who finally stripped away that phony Princeton veneer and the Harvard Law School polish and showed us the real essence of Michelle Obama. The First Amendment allows them to do this, and of course, the internet will always encourage them to do it, no matter what the rest of us may think about it. What both of these men need is an intervention by their loved ones, by their mothers and fathers. In Baton Lash's case, by his wife, Jackie Estrada. Like her husband, she works in the comic book industry. She should turn to her husband tonight and tell him to stop doing this. Tell him it's time to grow up as an artist. James Hudnall's mother and father, siblings if he has them, his neighbors, friends, they should tell him his work is ugly, and they should tell him to stop. If you know either one of these people, Batten Lash and his wife live in San Diego. If you live near them, if you see them at Starbucks, you should tell them that their work is ugly and they should stop. They won't listen to me, but they might listen to you. You have a responsibility here, too. You are not uninvolved bystanders. You should intervene and make them think about what their grandchildren will think of them when they are not here to defend what they've done. These two are the Charlie Sheen and Lindsay Lohan of political cartoonists. They are crying out for help. Please, Jackie Estrada, get help for your husband. Please, if you're James Hudnall's mother, please, tell him how embarrassed you are. If you're his father, tell him how disappointed you are. Please, tell them to stop.